Can't leave 195. Oh, 195. Add a 0. Why do I add another 0? Because I want it to 3 decimal place. That means how much decimal place I have to find? 1950 divided by 251. I don't have to go no further. Why am I not have to go no further? Because 3 decimal spaces. So my answer is 0.016. You understand that? Yes. Because it's over 7. I'm going to teach that after this. You understand how I get that? You know I'm going to go back over it? I'm sure. Yes, sir. Ma'am. Eh? Yeah, what? Yes. You get this? Can be 0.158. How much decimal places do I want? 3. 1, 2, 3. So this will be the one impacted by the other one. So it is 0.16. You see that? Huh? You went one further. That one will be 4 decimal places. Decimal places is how many places behind the point? 1, 2, 3. That's what they need. So you round off the third one. Everybody understand that? Good. All right. Now, the last thing in this decimal is that they may ask you to find to a significant figure or to a decimal place. The difference is simple. A decimal place only considers things behind the decimal point. Everybody understand that? So therefore, if you set to 3 decimal places, so 0.0157 to 3 decimal places would be equal to 0.0156. This is the reason. After you reach your point of reference, 3 decimal places, if it is 5 or more, which means that it is, if x is equal to, if x is equal to or greater than 5, meaning if the number we're discussing is equal to or greater than 5, it increases the number. If the number we're discussing is less than or is less than 5, it reduces. Now, this is important for you to learn. Anyone that the opening turn to is the greater number. You see what I just write as a? You see the opening turn to x? That means that x is the bigger number. You see the opening turn to 5? That means that 5 is the bigger number. So anytime them ask you to write an inequality, any one where it's a greater, the opening turn to it. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So if I give you 2 numbers, 7 and 6, where the opening turn? Because 7 is greater than 6. Are you understanding? Yes? That means that if I give you 6 and 7, where the opening turn? Me box it down. What if it turn to 6? That means that 6 is less than 7. Want to see how you know it? So this one is saying 7 is greater than 6. This one is saying 6 is less than 7. But the mouth turned to the bigger one all the time. Everybody understand that? Good. So, to the contrary, for significant figures, it does not consider 0 if it's leading. For significant figures, 0 can lead. 0 can be trapped, 0 can follow, but 0 cannot lead. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So if I want this to 3 significant figures, this can lead, therefore it is 1, 2, 3 significant figures. Everybody see that? So it then becomes 0.0157. Everybody understand that? So if they did ask you to say to 3 decimal place, it would have been this. But to 3 significant figures, it would have been this. Everybody understand that? So 0 can be trapped. 701.3 to 3 significant figures is 701 because 0 is trapped. You see that? But it cannot lead. You get that? 7.01 to 3 significant figures is this because it's trapped. But 0.71 is only 2 significant figures because 0 can't lead. Everybody understand that? You understand? You. Black shirt, what me say about 0? What me say about 0? That ramping shop. What me say about 0? Huh? Can't lead, but it can be trapped and it can follow for significant figures. What me say about 0? But it can be trapped and it can follow. What me say about 0? When significant figures, what about 0? Can't lead. I can follow. All right. So therefore, we're going on this to some significant figures and to decimal places. Yo, if you don't think matter hard, you know, try mix cement, you know. Try pass the little exam and then enjoy yourself after. All right, ready. Significant figures. 11.6567372. I want you to correct that to I want you to correct that to 2 decimal places. So go 2 decimal, more decimal, 2 and 3 and 1. So you go 2 decimal place, 3 decimal place, and 1 decimal place. And for significant figure, you go 2 and 3 and 1. One minute. Well, you understand? Then do the work. I'm not seeing no writing. Ready? We're done? Not take so long, huh? What the ETA upon the party? Right now, I'll be hungry. You too? All right, ready? So we'll start. Which one we'll start with? 2 decimal places. Now, eyes on the board now. Eyes on the board. Where you go, boy? Oh, no, can't me all down. I'm not going to bathroom no time. Ready? When you find decimal places, you start from the back because you want to know the impact it has on the numbers after. Everybody understand? So when you go 2 decimal places, you can't just start, yes, and you don't know the impact. 2, it have any number impact on 7? No, quite less than 5. 7, it have impact on 3? That on 4. 4, it have impact on 6. You realize on a 3, me say? Because it don't turn 4. It have impact on 6? Huh? 6, it have impact on 5? That on 6. 6, it have impact on 6? It that on 7. Everybody see that? So now you're just filling back your thing now. 7, 6, 6, 7, 2. So now you just can't write anything them tell you to do. Everybody see that? All right. So therefore, 2 decimal places equal 11.65. 66. Everybody see that? Everybody see that? So this decimal place, this are turn 6. You see that? 1 decimal place, 11.7. You see it? You understand that? 3 decimal place, 1, 2, 3, 11.656. Everybody see that? Are 3 decimal places? Yes. All right, so see the answer them there. Significant figure now. The significant figure does not only consider what is behind the line. It considers all numbers. Now, it's 0 leading. So you have to count this. So this is 1, 2, and they want, if what? Well, party them then soon come, and soon come. Everybody understand that? All right, so now I get some question now. Ready? Yes, because the point, the 6 are going to increase this. So it have to still do the same thing. All right, question. John went to the supermarket. So John go to the supermarket. And he bought 3 items. He bought 3, I don't know. John buy 3 items. We don't fast in a people business. Look like him buy a patty, a cocoa bread, and a box juice. And the 3 items cost $3.78 US, $5.23, and $8.19. All right. Now listen to this. Our currency is based on 100 cents. Every dollar make 100 cents make every dollar. Everybody understand that? Therefore, our currency is a decimal to the 100. Everybody understand that? Look. This 3.78, $3.78 is 3.78 out of 100 cents. You see that? Hey, you see that? That means if you give them $4, how much change you get back? You're going to get back 22 cents because it's only 22 left out of the 100 cents. Everybody understand that? You understand that? Red shirt, you understand that? Eh? Red. You understand? How much cent make a dollar? How much cent make a dollar? You talk to me, I'm not here. 100 cents make a dollar. So therefore, if you use 78 cents, how much you have left if you have $1? 100 minus 78. So it's a decimal. Everybody see that? Because it's a decimal and you know decimal, then you know currency. If he bought 3 things And them tell us how much in total did he spend. What does in total mean? Summation, to add. So all you have to do is to add these decimals. This implies 3.78 plus 5.23 plus, what did you write us again? 8.19? Everybody see that? So even though it's a currency question, it's a decimal question because the currency is a decimal. Are you understanding that? So now that you know how to add decimal, you know how to add currency. You see that? You. So come now. 9 and 1, 10 and 2, 12, 20. 7 and 1, 8 and 2, 10, 12. 8 and 2, 10 and 1, 11 and 1, 12. So he spent $17.20. Everybody understand that? Yeah? 9 and 3 and 8. So 9 and 3 are 18? Talk to her for me now. Like, here's my porridge. Everybody understand that? Want to see it easy? All right, ready now. You're blind. Yo, me see good, you know, but you may get old. Stacy added to her savings 39 cents. 84 cents. And $1.73. How much did she have in her saving pan? This implies, if someone put the big dollar sign, that means it represents everybody. 0.39 plus 0.84 plus 1.73. 9 and 3, 12 and 4, 16. Carry 1. 7 and 1, 8. 2, 10, 11, 19. Carry 1. 2. So she have $2.96. Everybody understand that? You sure you understand? All right. Express the following in dollars. Express the following in dollars. $0.35. 78 cents. 6 cents. And 3 cents. So it said to express in dollars. When it said, where I go, Pitney? Oi! Fala fashion monkey, come back. Where I go? Oh. Ready now? So remember that 100 cents make a dollar. How much cent make a dollar? So 35 cents is 35 out of 100. Everybody see that? Everybody remember I said it's a fraction work. Above is the out of and below is the total. How many cents make a dollar? So 100 total cent make a dollar. So therefore 35 cents is 35 out of 100. Everybody see that? That means, so this implies 35 divided by 100. Am I correct? So this implies 35.0 divided by 100. Am I correct? So this implies 12.35. So that's $0.35. Everybody understand that? So when you are writing $1.35, what do you write? 1.35. Because it is $0.35. Everybody see that? So $1.35 mean $1 and $0.35. $1.35. You see that? Who wants to see the next one? Who want to guide me through the next one? 78 cents. 78 cents. How we are going to do? 78 out of 100. It implies 78 divided by 100. It implies 78.0 divided by 100. It implies $12.78. Everybody see that? You don't want to do the other one? $0.06. How much change will John get if he bought a subtract $7.60? Therefore, so we know what is left. You see, you get to know what to do. How much did he give the shopkeeper? And how much should the shopkeeper take? The cost of the goods. Unless the shopkeeper is a scammer. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So now that the shopkeeper will get $7.60, the thing that he receives isn't that his change. So the shopkeeper should minus this from this. Everybody see that? Is it still a decimal? So all you do, you come to roots and put a $sign to represent everybody. And you go to 4 minus 0, 8 minus 6, 9 minus 7. So he should get $2.24. Want to see it easy? You see that? If you don't feel it, you have a problem, you know. Ready now. Find the cost of 23 articles if each costs 27 cents. Find the cost of 23 articles if each costs 27 cents. All right. Watch me now. Mathematics is the subject of logic and problem solving. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. This is a trick that you need to learn. Mathematics is a subject of problem solving and logic. How do you solve a problem? The first thing in solving a problem is to identify what is desired. 621 cents. Not true. How much cents make a dollar? So this implies 621 over 100. You see that? This implies 621 divided by 100. This implies 6.21 NS, $6.21. Everybody see that? Everybody see that? Equally, you could have said that 27 cents is $0.27. And therefore, from here, you would have said 23 times 0.27. 23 times 0.27. Carry 18. But make some capture the video that of the second space. Everybody see that? You understand? All right, you go on like you bright. Eh? 5 items cost $1.30. What is the cost for 18 items? 5 items. No, may I use $1.50 to make it easier. 5 items cost $1.50. What's the price for 18 items? Think it out and think out the reasoning and the logic. What's the first thing you're going to do? You always seek to go to what? To 1. You always seek to go to 1. If you know 1, you know everything. So the first thing you're going to do is to say right here, so since 5 items equal $1.50, it implies that 1 item equal. All right, ready now. All eyes. If 5 items equal $1.50, you think 1 item are going to equal more or less. What are the functions of less? Division and subtraction. So you know, so you must use one of those functions because by logic, it will go less. That's why you know, say I couldn't multiply. Because if you multiplied, it would have been what? And 1 cannot be more than 5. Are you understanding? So you come so now and you say that therefore 1 item equal the $1.50 divided by 5. Everybody see that? Because you already work out that logically it is less. You see that? All right. So $1.50 divided by 5. This implies 150 cents divided by 5. Because it's easier for me to just work it out as 150 cents. What is $1 now? 100 cents. So this implies 150 divided by. Everybody see that? Therefore, 18 items equal to 30 cents times 18, not true. How do we know say times? Because 18, why we know say times? Because 18 are more than 1. And what are the functions of more? Add and multiply. So since you know say no add what left? You know say no addition, so what? Multiply, because you want more and the functions of more is add and multiply. You see that? So we come and say multiply. So 18 times 30 cents, that give you what? 504? 30 times 18 more. 540? 540 cents equal $5.40. I now have to go through the working again because I don't teach you only get $5.40, right? Everybody see that? You divide it by 100. You see that? You divide 540 cents by 100, so you get $5.40. You understand that? You sure? You sure? You want me to go by it? You good? You good? You want me to go by it? Eh? And you're hungry? Which problem you have right there? So when you come back and the food done, how you going to feel about that? All right, go on, see them a short party there. Go on about you and come back. Round the back, you don't understand that? Go on some more. After this, we take a party break and then come back to average. Eh? Hmm? Yeah. So now that with the plan. Ready. If 127 articles cost, who gone with you atan? Yeah, send them off quick now. Find the cost of each article. 127 articles. 127. So I'm going to write that over my rough work. Take out what I want. Articles equal 127. Cost equal $13.97. Find the cost of each article. So if 127 article, all right, this is what I want to do. You see, once you get question like this, turn it in a cent. Immediately turn it into cents. So it can work out easier. Since 127 equal 13.97, it implies that 127 equal 1397 cent. You see that? You turn it in a cent, multiply it by 100. To turn this into cent, multiply by 100. You see that? So it's now 1,397 cents. You see that? You see that? Good.